Hi guys, it is about 20 past 12 p.m. It's Saturday, the 1st of June. It's a new month, my favorite month of the year. It's my birthday month. My birthday on the 27th this month. I will be turning 31. I also like it because it's cooler weather, and I'm going to Sydney this month. Like next weekend, I'm going to Sydney for my friend Tina's wedding. Get to see my friend Emma. I'm so excited. And yeah, it's just going to all around be a great time. So mini life update. So I'm getting sick again, which is very upsetting because I was sick twice last month. I've had a sore throat for about 4 or 5 days, and I've slowly been developing a cough over the last 2 days. I'm hoping it settles down over this week so that I'm fighting fit and healthy for when I go to Sydney. What else? So last night I went with my parents to see my parents' dog, Holly, at the emergency vet. My parents' dog ruptured her gallbladder. I don't know how it happened. I think it's just one of those things, kind of like with humans when your appendix bursts, that it's just one of those things that, like, it can happen. Sorry, I thought that lady was going to go to the car next to me and it was going to get really awkward, but she moved along. And so she had to have her gallbladder removed. It is extremely serious surgery for a dog to have. Her chances of survival are about 30%, so low. It was very, very serious surgery. She hasn't been recovering as well as they would like. She's so nauseated because her gallbladder ruptured, she's had bile and everything leak like into her stomach, which is having to be drained, and she's had to be on antibiotics and all of that. But because of all of that, the drugs and the bile, she's very nauseated, and so can't eat, hasn't been able to eat, and so they've had to sew a like tube into her neck so that they can like manually put food through the syringe, like through the tube, to like get her food, to try get her protein levels up, because her protein levels are dropping really, really low. And it's one of those things apparently where she could just have a turn at any point and not survive. So I went to see her last night. She recognizes me and my parents, like she knew that we were there. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed that she can recover. She's got everything in her favor in terms of that she's young. She's only like, I think she's 7, so she's not like an old dog, and prior to this happening she was healthy, so that's all in her favor. So we've just got to keep our fingers crossed and hope that she can recover. The update we got from the vet this morning was just that she was kind of no better, no worse. And so we're really just, I think, focusing on the feeding and the protein levels and hoping that that can get up, and then that the antibiotics and everything can do their work to fix the issues that the bile leakage and all of that has caused. And yeah, just kind of hopeful that she can get through this. So that has been a lot. And then apart from that, I only spoke to you guys a couple of days ago in the May vlog, and not a lot happening. This weekend I'm going to see Aladdin this afternoon with my niece. I actually really don't have high hopes. I think the trailers look awful. I think it's just going to be so like cheesy, but like not good cheesy. So we've got that this afternoon. My brother and his girlfriend are actually down from Brisbane this weekend. They're here for another wedding. But it was my brother's birthday on Thursday, and so we're going to lunch tomorrow to celebrate his birthday. So I've got that, and then just work this upcoming week, except on Friday I've got the day off, and then it's the holiday weekend with the Monday off because I'm going to Sydney for the wedding. So hopefully I'll be able to get a few clips and everything of that to include in here. I'm so excited about it. It's going to be such a good time. And yeah, that's so I've only got 4 days of work to get through before I get to go away. And so yeah, my mom is going to have to come around hopefully every night this week to help me. Well, not help, I don't need help, but like feed the cats with me. So the cats, not Winnie is used to my mom, but Giles is very, very timid around other people. And it's going to be my mom who's going to be feeding the cats while I'm away, and I'm worried that Giles will be too scared and he'll hide while my mum's putting the food out, and then if my mum leaves the food out, that Winnie will just eat his food for him. I've got someone parking next to me. This is awkward. Yeah, that Winnie will just eat his food for him and then he won't get to eat. So I'm hoping that if my mum comes around for the few days like leading up to it and is there when I feed, like for the feedings, that he'll get a little bit more used to her. And so that'll be a thing. I also said to my mum, it'll help a lot if she takes her shoes off, because fun fact about Giles is that he's terrified of shoes. Even like with me, like he doesn't like it. If he knows I'm feeding him, he'll tolerate shoes. But even like if I'm just coming home from somewhere and I've got shoes on and I walk towards him, like he'll run away from me. He's scared of shoes. So yeah, I said if she takes her shoes off, it'll help a lot. So it's really awkward. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have too much to report. Hopefully I'll have a lot of clips, a lot of montagey stuff. Oh, I'll quickly touch on my currently reading, I guess. I'm currently reading Follow You Home by Mark Edwards. I'm reading it on ebook. It's like one of my Kindle backlist books. The premise is very interesting. So it's kind of a psychological thriller. It's this couple, Daniel and Laura. They're an English couple in their early 30s and they're on holidays in Romania. They've kind of been backpacking through Europe and they're in Romania and they're on a train, and they only have tickets for like the normal cabins. They don't have tickets for a sleeper cabin. Anyway, and they meet this other couple on the train and, you know, having a chat, and then Laura's really tired and they end up deciding there's an empty sleeper and they decide to go into the sleeper and like try and have a nap. And then they both fall asleep and then they get woken up by guards banging on the door wanting to see their tickets, and they realize that their tickets and their passports have been stolen out of their bags while they've been asleep, and they get kicked off the train in the middle of nowhere. And so does the girl of the couple. She tries to argue on their behalf and she's also kicked off the train. So the three of them are kicked off the train in the middle of nowhere, no passports, no tickets, in a country, you know, it's not their country. And they are walking through kind of a forest area, like following the train tracks. And something terrible happens, but we don't know what. We're then kind of following them about 2 months later when they've returned to London, trying to deal with the aftermath of what happened to them in Romania in this forest, but we're not really clear on what happened. And so the premise is very, very interesting, and I'm dying to know exactly what went on. And I'm really hoping, because we've kind of got little snippets of everything kind of leading up from when they got off the train to kind of the big thing. And I'm hoping we get that all in a chunk. I don't want that in little snippets. I want a whole big scene of like horror movie style of then this happened and this happened. I don't know what it's going to be, but you know. So I'm enjoying it. I'm about almost 50% through, I think, and I'm enjoying it, but I don't think it's going to, I feel like the ending, I feel like this could be the type of book that goes a little bit too like off kilter and goes a little bit too like crazy. But I am really enjoying that so far. So hopefully I'll finish that this weekend. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to go now, and hopefully I will see you guys in plenty of montagey clips that I'll be remembering to film as much as I can. And then I'll probably check in with you guys. I don't know if I'll do a talk-to-talk camera like this next weekend because I'll be in Sydney, but there'll be plenty of clips from that. And then I might check in midweek or something. I don't know, but I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye, guys. about 12:30 p.m. on Wednesday the 15th of June. Long time no talk. Sorry, I'm using a selfie stick that I got a while ago that I'd never used to hold the phone because I didn't want to hold it in my arm because I'm feeling lazy, and Winnie was rubbing her face on it. So, yeah, long time no talk. I haven't done like a talking to the camera clip for the vlog in a while because I was away last weekend. As you guys would have seen, I think I took quite a few clips here and there, mainly of the wedding, which was beautiful. I was in Sydney visiting my friend Emma. I had a fabulous time. It was so nice to get away for a few days. So I was sick right before I left. I was really sick. And then I was actually on some antibiotics and things, and I was on like antibiotics, antihistamine, probiotic, and a nasal spray, and all of that made me feel like better while I was there. And then I had to come off all of those things in the end part of that trip, and now I feel like crap again. So that I've gotten sick again since I've been back, just battling, you know, the winter sicknesses at the moment. So that sucks. But yeah, so that's kind of life update. Like I said, the wedding and the whole trip were just fabulous. I had such an amazing time, and now I'm back home, back with the cat. I miss my babies so much while I was away. My mum was feeding them, but she could only come in just to feed them and then leave because Giles is really scared of other people, and he will just hide and he will not come out. It was really great though. By the end of my mum coming in every day, he did come out finally in like the last day or two of my mum coming around to feed them. I think he was just hungry enough by that stage that he was willing to be there while she fed them. And he let her pat him, sorry. So that was good. But yeah, so, and Winnie in particular went off her food a bit while I was gone. Because I think they were just missing me, which is so beautiful. And I did really, really miss them. So it was great to get back and be back with them and have lots of quality snuggling time since I've been home. It's been a pretty slow reading, I guess not month. I think the start of the month was kind of as normal. Well, I don't even know if I've listened to an audiobook so far this month because I've been sick so much that I've been like on and off work. And so I actually have started 2 different audiobooks. So the first one was Middle Game by Shauna Maguire. I listened to 42% of it, was really enjoying it, but then didn't get to finish it. Then I actually went to Sydney, and because I wasn't really listening to it while I was there, it got to the stage where it was going to expire before I was going to get to finish it. So I returned it and I put a hold back on it. And then the same thing happened with Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I was reading that, and then I knew I wasn't going to get through it before it expired. And I've actually got another audiobook. I've got Sadie by Courtney Summers out at the moment, which expires, I think I've only got it till tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to listen to it. If it just lasted through Monday, I would be able to listen to it at work on Monday, and I think I'd be able to get through the whole thing in a day because it's only about an 8-hour audiobook, and I generally listen on like double speed these days. So I could get through it easily in a day at work, but I think it's going to expire before then, so I'm not sure whether to try listening to it over like this weekend, but I just don't get much audiobook listening time. So whether to do that or whether to just return it and then re-put it on hold and hope to get it later, but I've been really desperate to listen to that. So, excuse me, that's been happening with a lot of audiobooks. So I have technically been listening, but I don't know if I've actually finished an audiobook. Winifred. So yeah, I haven't really like finished anything. And then because while I was in Sydney, I wasn't reading a whole lot. Because I was just, you know, living life and spending a lot of time out and about with Emma, just doing shopping and going to lunch or dinner or going to a movie or watching a DVD or whatever we were doing. So I was only really reading for, you know, like 20 or 30 minutes before I went to bed each night, and getting like no reading done in the day, which is totally fine, but I didn't get a lot of reading done. So I've only read like 2 books, I think, in like the last week, which is a really low number for me. So I am going to be, so it's Saturday today. I was out for coffee and such with my parents and my nan this morning as usual. And then we popped around to my sister's place. My sister's having a garage sale because they're moving really, really soon. They've got their flights booked to leave, to move away, which is so sad. And so they've only got a few weekends left, so they're trying to, like, you know, get rid of some stuff. So we popped around there, and then I've just been at home since then doing a few chores and things, and then I've just sat down on the couch now. I'm going to plan out, well, not plan out, I'm going to be filming I need to film my 3 videos for this week. I'm actually going to film 2 recent reads because I think I'm going to split my recent reads up, because even though I haven't read a lot in the past week, I've still got to talk about the last, I think, 7 books that I read in the last week of May, and then also talk about everything that I have read through this first half of June as well. So I do still have a bit to talk about, and I don't want the video to be super long. So I think I'm going to film 2, like, break up my recent reads videos into 2 videos, and then film another video as well, which I think might be a 5-star TBR predictions, but I need to work out what I'm filming. And then I also haven't, like, filled out my, like, little notebook where I write down my thoughts on my books. I haven't written anything down on any of the books that I think that I've finished so far in June. Yeah, I haven't since the end of May. So I need to do that as well, so that I have my notes there to kind of refer to as I'm talking about the books in my recent reads video, because I did finish some of them quite a while ago. So I need to do that. So in terms of what I'm currently reading, I'm not really technically currently reading anything. I finished a book last night, and I brought this out here with me. The Drop by Michael Connolly is going to be my next read, because this is currently overdue to the library. Library due dates have crept up on me, because I haven't been excuse me, reading much. I also look like shit, and it's not my preferred look for filming. Not that I'm, like, you know, a big makeup and all of that person for filming, but it's still, I'm not looking my best self for filming. But I want to film today because it does take normally at least like 12 hours ish for the videos that I film usually to go onto the cloud, so that I can access them to edit them. And when I have filmed previously on a Sunday, they don't go on in time, and then I struggle to get it edited in time for kind of the upload schedule that I'm working with lately. So I like to film them on the Saturday, so that then they're on the cloud on Sunday and I can do the editing tomorrow. Excuse me. I am trying to have a pretty chilled weekend, because I am still recovering. I have felt so shit for so long. And so I'm just really trying to get as much rest and stuff as possible. So like I said, when I got home, I've done the, like, bare minimum chores that I needed to do, like changing all the kitty litter, all of that stuff. And I'm going to try to do, like, not heavy duty tasks, throughout the rest of the weekend, just like doing some washing and laundry and things like that. So, but for the most part, I'm trying to have a pretty relaxed, chill rest of the weekend. Like, I don't have anything else going on today or tonight. And tomorrow I'm gonna try go to my niece and nephew's soccer games, because we've only got a couple of games left that I'll be able to go to before they leave. But I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. If I'm still feeling really shit, I might have to skip it, just so I can hopefully be well enough, like, to go to work next week. Because have had so much time off work lately, because I've just been so unwell at different times. So yeah. Anything else to report? I don't think so. I think that's kind of it. Kind of a bit of a life update, a bit of a reading update. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the clips that I took for while I was in Sydney and throughout the rest of the... don't think I've taken hardly any footage except 1 or 2 clips of the cat since I've been back. So I will try to be better about getting clips. But my life, apart from the Sydney trip this weekend, and, like, rare occasions like that, is pretty boring. It's just mainly going to work and coming home and going to physio and coming home, and really that's my life. So yeah, I'm gonna go now, and I will see you guys in the next few clips. Bye guys. Typical Saturday night, sat on the couch under a blanket, 2 cats on my lap, watching Ambulance on TV, just, you know, having a rager. I think it's like 3:45 p.m. on Saturday, the 22nd of June. So I've had a pretty busy day today, honestly. I met my parents and all of that for coffee. I then got my nails done. I went for this nice kind of like
blush kind of color. And then it turned out that it was actually called Mockingbird, which I thought was quite appropriate given the announcement this past week of the Hunger Games prequel from Suzanne Collins, which I have mixed feelings about, honestly, but I'm hopeful that it'll be good. So there's that. I did that. I then came home after I did that. So I went, did my nail, had coffee, did my nails, did my grocery shopping, came home, put all of the groceries away, changed out all of the kitty litter and cleaned out all the litter trays, did all of that, then raced to the library and did my library things, errands, and then I had to go straight from the library to lunch. It is my uncle's 65th birthday today. Happy birthday, Uncle Michael, who I don't even think knows this channel exists, but happy birthday nonetheless. So we went out to dinner for that, to lunch for his birthday. I then got home around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I had to plan out and film 2 videos today. I normally have to film 3 of a weekend, but the 3rd video this week is actually going to be this vlog, so I didn't need to film anything extra for that. So that was kind of a good thing because it was getting later in the day and the lighting was already a bit dodgy in the 2 videos I filmed this week, honestly. But I still had to plan those out and then film them, which I've done. And that's where I'm at. That's where we're at now. I just finished filming those just a few minutes ago. And now I've just come into my room to finally do a bit of relaxing. I don't have anything else going on tonight. Saturday nights, there's normally 2 episodes of Ambulance and then One Born Every Minute on. And I love both of those shows, particularly Ambulance. I freaking love the show Ambulance. So I'll probably watch that. I normally watch those and then like read or watch BookTube in the ad breaks. So I'll probably do that tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to my niece and nephew's, not my nephew's because it overlaps. I'm going to my niece's soccer game. We're trying to get to as many games as I've mentioned as possible because they are flying out on the 9th of July to move to Northern Queensland. So I won't see them anywhere near as regularly after that. So trying to get to as many games while we can. And then tomorrow night I'm going around to my parents' place for dinner. So that's kind of weekend plans. It's just honestly been, I mean, I feel like I'm already like talking about like wrap up June thoughts, even though there's so much of June still to come. So like next week is my birthday. So I'm actually only working 3 days next week. I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday's my birthday. So I've taken Thursday and the Friday off. So I have the 4-day weekend to celebrate my birthday, which will be fantastic. I've started planning out like the few things that I kind of want to do on my birthday. So I'm really excited about that. And then, so like I'm looking forward to this upcoming week, well, from Thursday onwards. But June honestly has just been a really up and down month for me. I had Sydney in June, my Sydney trip for my friend Tina's wedding, which is honestly was an amazing weekend. I had such a great time. But apart from that, June's been honestly pretty shit because I've just been sick a lot. It's left me feeling pretty crap and I've been so up and down with like going to work, and it's just been a shitful month in terms of that. But it's been great in terms of, like I say, Sydney, and my birthday's coming up and I love my birthday. And yeah, so I'm honestly just looking forward to relaxing this for the rest of today. I'm hoping that tomorrow when I get home from my niece's game, I can do a few things around the house because I've been so sick. I haven't been getting anywhere near as much stuff. Like I've just been doing like bare minimum, if you know what I mean. I'd like to do a few things and tidy up and just do a few extras that I'd like to get to. And then hopefully spend the rest of the afternoon relaxing before I go to my parents' place for dinner, and then have a relaxing evening, and then get back into a work week tomorrow, on Monday, I mean. So there's that. In terms of, I guess, just like what I'm currently reading, which I just mentioned in my recent reads video, which you already will have seen, but I'm currently reading Faking Perfect by Rebecca Phillips. This is my reread. I'm on page 58, so I haven't read, like, it's only like 250 pages, so I'm like a fifth of the way through, like 20% of the way through. But I'll likely will get this finished this weekend because I'll probably get like at least 100 pages of this read like today, and then can probably get more reading done tomorrow. So I'm hoping to finish this weekend, then listen to a few audiobooks next week. In my few days that I'm back at work, and get some more read next week and come in strong, because as you guys will have seen in my first recent reads video, in the first half of June I only read 6 books, which is fine, but it's quite a low number for me. And I actually read 6 books last week on its own. So I'm at 12 books, I think, for the month. So hoping to, I mean, we've still got 9 days left for the month. So I can, you know, conceivably still get quite a few more books read before the end of the month. And, you know, I just don't want to fall behind on my library due date. So yeah, anyway, I feel like I'm really rambling in this clip, and I honestly don't look that great. Even though I just feel I'm looking like this, who cares, right? And I'm kind of tired. It's going to be a struggle not to nap. I'm really trying to stop napping, because I find that because I was sick so much, I was sleeping a lot, and it was just really throwing my sleep schedule off. And so I'm really trying to get back on track with getting up at a healthy time, going to bed at a healthy time, and not like having to nap in between because I'm so exhausted. Because I think having a healthy sleep schedule can help just with your health generally. So really trying to do that as well this week. So yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm just really rambling at this point, so I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys in some future vlog clips. Hopefully, I think I've been really crap with the vlogging this past week. So hopefully for the rest of June, especially because I've got days off coming up, hopefully I can get a few fun clips, show you guys what I'm out and about doing for my birthday and all of that type of thing. So yeah, hopefully there's a lot more fun vlog content in the end part of this vlog. So you guys will know sooner than I will, because you guys will know in like 30 seconds. Okay.